Okay, let's start taking today's notes. Write down 11, 17, 15. Notes, we're finding areas of triangle, and we are in pre-cal land. In your flip homework that you had, the last one, flip homework 3-1, you had to research and find the two area formulas that are used in pre-calculus. One of them is called Heron's theorem. Finally, somebody, Mr. Heron, invented a theorem or a formula other than Mr. Pythagoras. Heron's theorem is nicknamed the SSS, or the side-side-side theorem. You use side-side-side in geometry to prove that two triangles were congruent or equal in size. When you're using Heron's theorem, SSS is the area formula that uses the three sides. So Heron's theorem you use when three sides of a triangle are given. And again, Heron's theorem, you have to have SSS or three sides. Here's what Heron's theorem looked like, and if you did your flip homework, I'm sure you're going to remember that real long square root sign. I use a cursive S because my small s's look like 5, so it's S times parenthesis S minus A, parenthesis S minus B, times parenthesis S minus C. Remember, A, B, and C stand for the side lengths, hence side, side, side. So you have to be given the three sides in order to use Heron's theorem. S is a new letter. It does not stand for side, actually, in this example with Heron's theorem. S stands for the semi perimeter. A semicircle is half a circle. A semi-perimeter is half the perimeter. So to find the S, let's have an example. Here's example 1, if you would like to draw this in your notes. And you have to calculate the S before you get started. Let's say this side is 10, this one's 11, and this one is 12. Truly does not matter which side is A, B, or C, because you're going to multiply these parentheses together, and with multiplication the order doesn't matter. 2 times 3 is the same thing as 3 times 2. We want to find the area. We have the three sides of the triangle, so we're definitely going to use this formula, Heron's theorem. To use this, we have our A, B, and C. We're going to put 10, 11, and 12 in for A, B, and C, but we first have to calculate the S. The S, when we calculate it, you take the three sides and add them together. I just put them in order from small to large. It truly doesn't matter. If you're using the calculator exclusively, you have to put that around 2. Students always get confused and they go, Ms. York, you have to divide by 3. No, that's an average. If you are finding the semi-perimeter, semi means half, so that's why we divide by 2. So on our calculators, turn it on, let's go divide this. You would take 10, put it in parentheses if you're going to do it in one step on the calculator, plus 11, plus 12, close parenthesis, divided by 2. And you will get 16.5. If you don't want to use the parentheses, you can take 10 plus 11 plus 12, press equal, and then divide that by 2. The biggest mistake that students make when they're finding the S, or the semi-perimeter, is they take 10 plus 11 plus 12 and they divide by 2 here. If you're doing this, the calculator is only dividing the 2 into the 12, and that's not what you want. You want it to divide the 2 into the entire numerator of this fraction. When you do this, you get a 27, and of course that is not our semi-perimeter. So our semi-perimeter is 16.5. The rest is simple calculator math. To find the area, let's write the formula down. I am going to require you to write the formula on your paper, or if you're using scratch paper, I need to see this step. So we have 16.5, that's that S, times parentheses 16.5 minus one of the sides, and I'm going to put 10, times 16.5, I forgot the 0.5 there, minus the second side, times 16.5 minus the third side. Okay, when you work this on your calculator, please do not do the square root. Save that for the very end. Let's just do what's underneath first. If you're trying to do it all in one step, you have to use double parentheses, and that's very confusing. So we have 16.5 times parentheses 16.5 minus 10, close parenthesis, times 16.5 minus 11, close parenthesis, times 16.5 minus 12. When you work that out, you get that huge number, 2654.4375. We still need to take the square root of that. I'm going to just write it down. You do not have to write this step on your paper. But in case you're a little behind pressing the calculator buttons, you have something to go by. Now I'm going to do second square root and then pull the answer. Second negative brings the answer down. So my area, let's round to 1 decimal point, is 51.5, and there were no units, so my area is 51.5. Okay, not too bad. Just takes calculator work and calculating the semi-perimeter. If you would please stop right now taking notes and do from your assignment number 2, 4, and 7. 2, 4, and 7 are using Heron's theorem. We'll come back and take notes on the second part of this lesson in a few minutes.